For me, I had always been very interested in business, but I was trying to take the responsible path of go to law school and then you'll have a good job. And honestly, it was out of necessity because I lost my job during the recession. I worked in real estate law and I was kind of forced into a decision of like, what am I gonna do next? And I had always wanted to start a business, but I was afraid. Listening to what I really wanted rather than what I thought I should be doing based on everyone else's opinion. But at the end of the day, like, if you want to do something, you'll make it happen. And the hardest part in our current society is truly listening to yourself, I think, because that voice is easy to ignore.
My sister and my parents, like, for sure. I mean, Amy and I, especially over this last big growth period where we're in the same space and like doing it together, like, she's definitely my rock. And then our parents are extremely supportive and have always helped at every step of the way of whatever we need.
Employing people, and I think I speak for both, I know I speak for both of us, but we feel so passionate about employment and how having a meaningful job changes your life. Our father and mother owned a small business, and that is really fundamental of our beliefs, is like, you don't feel good about yourself if you don't have a job, and we feel very passionate about that.
Yeah, I think that definitely is not necessarily an outside belief to work, but like just like the pride that comes with seeing that they're all women, but all the women that work here support their families by their job, and they make a good living, and it's very it's satisfying to me to see that growth.
And they have fun.
And they have
it's
fun.
not like working at a job where that you hate.
Everybody likes their job here, and that's pretty cool too. You sacrifice your freedom. I mean, I sometimes jokingly, but not really, call Spruce my first baby, because it is. Like, I have love for it and I nurture it, and therefore I treat it sometimes better than my own kids, in the sense that, like, I'm not home right now, you know, like, I'm not at home till 6 or 6:30 or 7 some nights, you know, and like, there's obviously a sacrifice for a working mom feeling there. I don't cook meals 7 nights a week, and I don't, you know, get to spend all day with my kids, but I get to come to work and do something pretty cool, so there's a trade-off.
Success generally is living to your own truth and your own highest self, and that looks different for everyone, and it's not limiting. Like, you can have abundance in your relationships and your financial life and your work. I mean, it's not one or the other. You can have all of those things. It's just about being true to yourself, and that is what has led me to happiness. I mean, I'm not done here. This is not success, the end. This is like the first step in a long line of other things.
To me, success is like just being happy and like enjoying the process of it all. There's no end game. It's not the end. Like, it's just like enjoying the process. So enjoying the day in and day out, like enjoying working so hard that you're like exhausted at the end and feeling good about it, versus like, I don't want to go back. I think most people run most of their lives being afraid and like thinking they're supposed to be doing something else. Like, people who love being a server, you know, at a restaurant think they should have a different job because why, you know, like, or like people who coffee girl or something, like, think she should be doing something else. If she enjoys doing that, she should do it. I think that people need to really look and see what they really truly enjoy doing, and then just do it. Like, it's not as hard as it sounds, because it's really not always so out of reach. It's just about being happy with what you're doing.
So, like, really identify, like Annie said, what you enjoy, and then do some due diligence. Look at what you're going to be doing on a day-to-day basis and really have a come to Jesus about it.
When I chose to go to esthetician school, it was like between esthetician school or going to get my graduate degree, potentially, you know, like onto my PhD in economics. So it was like waxing or PhD in econ, right? And then I thought about it and I'm like, well, who do I want to be around? You know, I want to be around women. I love helping people. I like it when they're happy to come see me. I want to use my brain, but I also want to be like enjoying the process of my job. And then I was able, so that's why I went to esthetician school. And then because of my econ training and my love for that, I enjoy the spreadsheets and I love running the numbers and that part. And that's grown, you know, it more than just me sitting at myself. So yeah, like think about what you actually like doing and then do it.
And one thing that's common between both of our paths is we both diverted our paths in a way that people did not understand, and the public perception was very negative. So get a tough skin, because if you're an economics major and you tell people you're going to go to esthetician school, they're going to go, what? If you're a lawyer and you tell people you're not going to practice law anymore, they're going to go, what? You spent that much money and now you're not going to do it? And you're going to have a lot of pushback. And so get a thick skin on whatever it is that you're doing and own it, because you're going to, I think no matter what it is, if you're doing anything worthwhile, you're probably going to get some pushback. So be ready for that.